Singapore is very compact and it's like smaller than all the rest of the nations. Then it's very clean, so you don't see like it's very all the MRTs are all really clean because Singapore takes a lot of pride in their cleanliness and stuff like that. And it's so convenient because you're like all the malls are just in that stretch of Orchard Road. For example, in the States at like Atlanta or Colorado, you must drive for at least 40 minutes to 1 hour to get from one mall to another mall. But Singapore, you just have to like walk 2 minutes to get from Ion to Wisma. It makes me feel very patriotic to Singapore. It makes me feel like, whoa, I'm so proud to be a Singaporean kind of thing. I would say that Singapore is a cute, small, clean and green nation.
I think Singapore as a garden city, right, is really what distinguishes it from other cities. Every time I travel overseas, right, the moment you touch down in Singapore, immediately you feel it's different from other countries. Just going down the ECP and looking at the trees in Singapore, you really feel that Singapore is really green. The amount of effort that has been put into landscaping and planting is quite extensive compared to other cities like, for example, Malaysia or other Asian cities. I think landscape is not just a visual thing. I mean, obviously the visual impact of a green city is quite important, but it also tells the story of how Singapore deals with ecology, deals with the environment. I guess the fact that we are a very small country and yet we are able to combine both urban and natural landscapes together in this very concentrated piece of land shows how we are able to turn the difficult situation we are in into something that is quite positive.
The city that excites you, you know. We have so much things to offer, from our casino, Universal Studio, to shopping, to food, to our multiracial culture. Yet we're still very much a country that has its roots. When you walk on the street of Chinatown, there's a little block of where you explain the history, the background of that little street. What was it before, during the 1900s? And like even this little space here, Duxton Road, it's one of our, which we can see our past. And that is a very strong selling point. Singapore, the city that excites you.
杜特味道就很多嘛，比如新加坡胡鸡蛙杜特啦、鱼羽丝啊、新加坡肉干呐、就这些咯。种族和谐我们种族不错嘛，因为主要是要给政治安定，人家游客才会常来的。种族不和谐，吵吵闹闹，游客也怕的。以我们个人来看，新加坡没有什么独特的嘞，那文化也低落了，我们的艺术也低落了。文化就是没有保留，所以没有文化。一些古迹要保留嘛，要庙啊，一些庙啊要多的推销，所以希望是把街道弄旧一点因为外国人来看呢，不是要看这些高楼大厦，他们的高楼比我们高。我们当然要推销我们的文化， 过现在眼前还是不好嘛。新加坡是一个有秩序、政治安定、民主和谐的国家。
Singapore, the magnificent multicultural garden city.
I think that is what people already know about Singapore. Well, Singapore is multicultural because you have different races. You can visit a temple, and beside the temple is a church. Or nearby is a mosque. Very few countries have this type of setting.
邮票它的图案啊，有些是代表新加坡的历史，新加坡好像的人物，这样的建筑，什么都有一代表性的啦，就是有代表新加坡一个形象啦。外国人觉得我们新加坡的治安很好，还有那个人情味很好。新加坡是比较好像热情啦，比外国国家有些是没有了，有些是比较没有这样亲切这样的。新加坡是一个热情、很有礼貌、安全感的国家。
Rojak city, a lot of foreigners you can see every corner. Indonesian, Myanmar, you see all the local, no more local people I don't see much. There's a lot of foreign people now. Rojak country now immigrate, all this Myanmar immigrate Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, China. The food paradise, the Singapore food every corner can see food. You know, like not like other countries, you go drive half an hour and get food. Singapore just go downstairs and get food already. Singapore, everywhere you can get food, all rojak food you can find. All sort of food you can find. Now you see Philippine food, Thai food, Japanese food, Korean food. See, all rojak. Yes, Singapore is a rojak city.
Smile into the camera. Okay. I think Singapore is like a city of excellence, because they ensure that Singapore actually attains like a first world status. I mean, we are known for our trade and import ever since like colonial times, and then now we are starting to get known for our healthcare and our standard of living, and then now we are translating it to elite performance in sports. So yeah, I think we're kind of good all around. Singapore, the city of excellence.